this week against Army. Outstanding in the cage. The Riverhawks will have to do an excellent job in shot selection this afternoon.
Coach Drew Kelleher looking on as his team is set to play its first road game of the season, and this will be what to watch out for, the battle at the face-off dot between Jack Bird and, of course, on the UMass side, the previous, Jack Bird, I should say. And on the UMass side of things, taking the draws, it is Caleb Hammett, who was pretty strong in the debut. Of course, for UMass last week, a 13-12 loss for the Minutemen down in Atlanta, Georgia, against Army. But
give up the near pipe, but for UMass-Lowell to get the first goal of the game on a confidence level is important in this road contest. Caleb Hammett last week went against one of the best face-off players in the country, Will Coletti at Army. And this is the make-it-take-it, Colin, where in lacrosse you score a goal and then you immediately
forward. And now we get another great matchup at the dot.
Jack Bird is right shoulder. He's empty. By empty, we mean there's no UMass player on that side because of the penalty. So for Caleb Hammett, you want to, the illegal procedure call will give the ball, and now they'll have their extra man team on. So you're allowed two and puts UMass on the board.
Rich, no surprise to see Michael Tobin open the scoring. Dominant force that the Minutemen had on the attack last year, and the graduate from Reading, Mass. Fires that one into the back of the net. Ground ball picked up by Lowell, and the ball hit off the official. A little bit of a break for the Riverhawks.
An unfortunate bounce. You wish the stick side.
Right, Longhorn with a couple of goals, and he can add one man up, so both even strength and man up. He's got a goal, ground ball, physical battle for this one, and UMass briefly had it, and they do end up with possession. Somehow it found the mesh of Tobin. Put it on the ground and leave it back for Mason Bregman. So 3:44 left in the first quarter. Minutemen trying to go on a run here and pull back even after falling behind 2-0 out of the gate.
On the procedure call.
High over his head. Not a whole lot of room to
time play by a big-time offensive player.
Just has such a quick release, especially with him being able to carry it up high over his head. A whole lot of room to have to go forward with it, and it is lightning quick, and UMass will take possession off another draw.
I'm not a big fan of the behind the back. Caleb Hammett wins the draw, makes the entry pass, so they get the possession. And again, now we'll have to find an answer for those matchups. You got three big physical players that can run to the goal.
Second goal of the season for Shane Hawks' team, as Greg, that's still relatively new. Lowell going Division I in 2015, so the Minutemen have had the edge. They've won all 6 matchups, but this Riverhawks team, as Greg Cannella mentioned to me earlier in the week, they've given UMass all they can handle over the course of those 6 games.
Play with great intensity, and Greg mentioned that the intensity in the Army game was excellent the way they played, but he said we need to continue to play that way. UMass has always been a blue-collar lunch bucket, strong work ethic program, and the way they ride, the way they swarm ground balls, unselfish team play, tough defense. This is a classic rugby scrum right here. This is where face-off play becomes 3-on-3. It's not one-on-one, it's really team face-offs. And a big GB for UMass. And a big goal for UMass. One of the reasons it seems like UMass has struggled, sometimes they're not really moving their feet in the passing game here. And another face-off win for Hammett. Needs some help right here. Tobin, Johnny on the spot.
And voting goes. So really the top 4, it could be anybody's conference this year. Of course, the Spiders being the favorite, but this UMass team, when they're playing at their best, hard for anybody to really beat in this conference.
And the NCAA requires 6 teams in the conference in order to have an AQ automatic qualifier. So the head-to-head games are so crucial. Last year I was here for the Hobart game that UMass won, and then Mark Pav has nowhere to go with it, and a huge goal for UMass. The slip, unfortunate, but UMass's riding and intensity of that always contributes to those types of plays. And another violation, and we'll see UMass looking to go on a roll here. Excellent shot in terms of placement, and a big goal for Lowell.
Kari Sears, the Columbus, Ohio native, junior, Gets them back within 2. UMass won that ground ball momentarily, and it will be UMass ball.
Loose ball push against Lowell. Big time ground ball by Jake Dulac right there. He was able to straddle the line to get to the shooter's hands to prevent the follow through there, Colin. But he had a good look at the goal and made it count.
Caleb Lewis.
Caleb Hammett does not like the call. This is a face-off violation against UMass. Riverhawks will have the ball. Team, the way you get better is to go out and play. So this is what Drew Kelleher is instilling, the work ethic, the compete for 60 minutes, and let's get better. The season's a timeline, Colin. You don't stay the same. You either get better or you get worse, and the way you get better is you work hard. And both these coaches embody that philosophy.
You saw at the bottom of that schedule upcoming, Lowell will open America East play against UAlbany on March 16th at Cushing Field, so certainly a date looking ahead to, but still 3 more non-conference games for them before them, and right now they're still very much in this matchup against their in-state rival. 8-6, the Minutemen lead as we approach the final 2 minutes of the third quarter. Is Jackson Dean and Kari Sears. They were the 2 that connected for the last goal for the Riverhawks. It was the reverse order this time, though. Dean finishing off the feed from Sears.
Don't let the shooter get his hands free. Don't play the head of the stick, play the gloves to prevent the follow-through. And we knew the fourth quarter, great ground ball here.
The Riverhawks converge and put so much pressure on the Minutemen at midfield. Ball still on the ground. And finally, UMass comes away with it in their own end. They got to hurry.
Nice job by Owen Quinn, and Matt Note showing himself to get the clearing. That would have been an impossible save to make, and that's a big goal because it creates a 2-goal lead for UMass with 11:11 remaining.
For Cargiulo, his second goal of the game. He joins Tobin and Bregman with multiple goals in that lineup. He's the only midfielder with multiple goals, and UMass going right down the field, and they want to extend this lead.
And a key goal to push the lead to 3. Now faceoffs become even more paramount, Colin.
What a second half for Caleb Lewis, by the way, who has both of his goals in the second half in a very low-scoring half at that. He has been the difference maker for UMass, and we'll see if that goal might be enough to push it out of reach for the Riverhawks.
And the way you become a good shooter is you take a bucket of balls and you go out